What's up, guys? This is Seville with another NECA Real Toys Ultimate Action Figure Review featuring Michael Myers from the newest Halloween movie. This is my first purchase of 2019 as it just started showing up right after New Year's at my local Target and Books A Million. This figure continues to have the same box style as previous NECA Ultimate releases, featuring the front flap that can be opened, revealing the window to showcase the figure and its accessories. But if you can give me just a few more seconds, I'll have them out of the package entirely. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Now that Michael is out of the package, I'm going to give him another full rotation on the spinner, that way you can see him all the way around. Michael does come with many additional accessories, which I'll showcase a little bit more in depth later on. To be completely honest, at the time of recording this, I have not seen this movie yet, so I may not fully understand the context of some of these accessories. Nonetheless, I do like what I see so far, and now it's time for a closer look. So I was going to try and keep the doorway background in the image, but because of the lighting or because of the way the camera's working, it kept washing out the white of the mask, like it lost all the detail. And because of how good the detail is in this mask, I definitely wanted you to be able to see that. Once again, NECA does knock it out of the park with the details of the sculpt and the paint job. This head sculpt does have the eyes underneath the mask, and they're painted with a light blue, almost gray kind of color. But on the other head, they're totally blacked out. The jumpsuit is done really well, with lots of details sculpted in, such as the pockets, seams, and wrinkles. All of which continue throughout the figure on the arms, on the back, and all the way down the legs. Specifically on the torso, though, the outer layer of the jumpsuit is actually an additional piece that's a little rubbery and can be slightly pressed in with your thumb, but it's solid underneath. The rest of the figure is totally solid though. Along with the extra head I showed you earlier, Michael also comes with 4 extra hands, 3 of which are all for the left side, each with different grips and different levels of blood and damage. Plus, there's one more for the right hand, which has a slightly more relaxed grip. Additional accessories are the Judith Meyer headstone, which has pretty good detail on the front, but not much going for it on the back. Then you have this guy's decapitated head, which has been carved up a bit like a jack-o'-lantern, and even hollowed out. Then there's the actual jack-o'-lantern, which is detailed really well all the way around, and even underneath. There's also a small LED light on the inside that flickers at varying speeds and levels to replicate fire, and it's turned on by the button at the top. Here, without the rest of my lighting on, you can get an idea of just about how bright it is in a normal setting. And then here it is in total darkness, which gives you a better idea of what the flickering effect really looks like. And then the final accessories are the fireplace poker and the hammer. I don't currently own any other Michael Myers figures, so since I don't have anything to directly compare him to, I'll instead show him next to other Ultimate Horror icons, such as Freddy and Jason. Michael is definitely on par with these figures, and fits in rather nicely with the overall collection. So with all that said, it's now time to run through his articulation. The head does turn side to side, the shoulders do spin all the way around and move outward. The elbows are double jointed and do have rotation at each piece of the joint. The wrists also have full rotation as well. The torso doesn't have any articulation at all, so the next part is his hips, which do spread out really well, and they do also have full rotation at those joints, plus great front to back movement as well. The knees don't quite hit a 90-degree angle, but they can rotate. And finally, the ankles do have a really good pivot motion. And now, it's time to run through my guidelines for a complete and fair review. As far as I can tell, this is a brand new sculpt that is highly detailed and very accurate to the character. It is in scale with the rest of the NECA line, but it does not have more than 20 points of articulation. However, it does have good balance and does not have any quality control issues. It does have many accessories, and I do think it's worth the roughly $25 to $30 price point. Then finally, there is a good chance of it being available at your local Target or Books A Million store. Therefore, it is definitely the ultimate Michael Myers figure. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video,
get over here!
And subscribe to Civilian Collectibles.